We come to you from the AMET Institute of Science and Technology outside Chennai. In fact, they have developed a first of its kind simulator, what's being called the 360-degree full vision bridge, which gives students of nautical sciences and marine engineering an experience of being on a ship, on the bridge of a ship, without actually really traveling on a ship in the sea. This helps them to experience real-time situations, be it navigation, be it collision situation, be it different weather situations and passage of ships in very high density situations. Thank you very much. With me, Mr. Arvind Shankar, the General Manager at Maersk Recruitment. How important to give students this kind of an experience?
Thank you so much, Sam, and a lovely question there. Well, a full mission simulator gives us the opportunity to, train the cadets. Cadets are the trainees who go through the entire training system and eventually will become captains on board the ship. It gives them that opportunity to learn what is navigation on board, what are the human factors that they can encounter, how do you manage the stresses, how do you have situational awareness when navigating on board, how do you apply the technical rules which are required to be complied with for them to become competent seafarers in a very controlled environment. The first time when I myself took command of a vessel, I was, quite nervous when I had my first watch as a third mate, and that is because I had not been on a simulator before. So the cadets today have a very unique opportunity to, train in technical as well as, the human factor skills required for them to be able navigators.
Shankar, you said you can actually demonstrate different situations. Show us something like a collision situation.
Wonderful, definitely, Daniel. So if you just look around you, we are actually navigating into a channel, into a harbor, and we have cadets who are on the radar, or we have a helmsperson who are actually navigating with us. So if you would like to try a situation, could you give me a situation, please?
Yeah, put a vessel ahead, and we are going to try a collision situation. Collision situation, correct? Yeah, Roger. Vessel ahead with collision situation.
So right now there is another vessel. So this simulates a near collision course. Okay, so what will cadets learn now?
So now, for the first thing, of course, when they identify the vessel, they need to look at either through the lights in the night time or in the daytime. They can look at the aspect, what we call aspect of the vessel. It's quite apparent right now that the vessel is headed towards us. We have equipments which will tell us what is the speed of the vessel and which direction she is headed on. And then we can comply with what is called as the collision regulations or the rules of the road, which tells us that in such a situation, it's both vessels' requirement that they should alter course to starboard or the right side to give way for the other person to pass on the left side or the port side. So that way they are actually putting various technical elements which they are learning with regards to collision. And that's
interplay. We will alter accordingly, but now since you asked, we will collide and show the real situation. Okay. To avoid, actually, both vessels will alter accordingly.
That's right. Right.
420.
420, sir. Green on 420, sir.
So it's heading towards a head-on collision.
Yeah, it's going in a head-on collision.
So ideally in this situation, both vessels should have altered to starboard or the right side.
Right.
Clearly the other vessel is not taking action and we are going further towards danger.
Right.
So this is where we could still put the student in the situation right now and say, what will you do next?
Right.
So for example,
We are going to collide.
so there are actions which can be taken outside of the bridge also. For example, in a situation like this, I would have already called somebody for a forward station, not so close but a little bit earlier for a forward station where they would go forward and they can drop the anchors to slow down the speed of the vessel in case we don't have machinery equipment. So this is the holistic learning. They have got options at hand and it's for them to utilize what's best to.
So it's like
mitigate.
giving cadets a first-hand experience without having to face it.
Very much.
Let's simulate, say for example,
some weather.
Weather.
Let's give you some rain.
That's right. Yeah.
All right, let's put us back in the channel and get some rain.
So we're going to see a different weather now. Heavy rains while on board. It's beginning to rain now.
So now you see there is rain and then there is a little bit of fog also which is reducing the visibility.
Right.
So now while earlier you could see up to maybe 7-8 miles, now you can only see 3 miles and rain makes it a little worse.
Can you repeat please?
Wiper control.
The wiper is local and the running display will not the wiper.
Running display is towards.
Alright, see now it's very realistic. It feels, does it
right.
look like it's you're looking out of your car?
Right.
But now you look 360 degrees, you can quite literally
That's right.
simulate how it feels like when it rains.
Right.
Alright, so now you start feeling a little
Right.
bit like you want to grab something and
That's
rail
right.
and stand,
That's
right?
right, yeah.
So that's the reality of how it feels like at sea.
Right. Okay, can you transport us now to a very busy channel
Busy
to
channel.
help cadets learn about how to navigate?
We could just add more ships right now.
Okay.
Just add more ships.
Can
coming
you
out.
turn us around and put the turn us around?
One outbound
You can see sir, from passenger vessel followed by car carrier.
Okay.
So like that we have got a multiple vessels.
So here you would learn how to navigate in a very
Yes.
busy traffic
So
situation.
now that's the very interesting thing. Now when you're driving in a car,
All
you're
right.
looking at the closest car and navigating, right?
Right, right.
You're driving, that's what you decide, okay, I need to alter for one thing. On a ship, it's very different. You need to have a 360 degree look. Somebody might hit you from behind.
Right,
There's
right.
rules which apply when somebody is on your sides. And of course, the nearest ship might not be your most dangerous ship. There might be something beyond this fog which is
Right.
there, which your radar picks up, which might be the most impactful situation which you
Right.
need to act on. So that's again coming back to cadets where they need to have situational awareness and learn to prioritize. And look around you. This is a lot of electronic equipments, and when you have a lot of electronic equipments, they have thousands of bytes of data which is flowing, giving you various alarms. Again, to prioritize which of these alarms are the most important, because there might be 10 buzzers which are going off.
Right,
You must
right.
know which buzzer is your most important buzzer. Acknowledge that buzzer, and of course,
Right.
interpret that information right. And that kind of scenario we can really create well in a
Right.
simulator, rather than learning it the hard way at sea.
Right. Thank you so much, Arvind, for
Thank
your
you.
time.
Thank you so
And
much,
it
Sam.
was
Lovely.
It was a lovely experience. In fact, one would feel being on board, experiencing everything you would really face or witness when you are on board, including the kind of a wobbling like situation. And they hope that this kind of an exposure will help churn out cadets who would become better, well exposed, all rounded captains and other professionals to make sea travel all the more safer. In Chennai with Suresh, Sam Daniel, Find TV.